These drugs coming in, they killed 300,000 Americans last year, and that gives you legal authority. We have to do it for national security. We have to do it to save lives.
I think the reason he's so attracted to this policy, he's addicted to this policy, is that it's the ultimate power. It's kind of like the power of the God of the Old Testament, the angry God who can reach down from the heavens and smite anyone who displeases him without any consequence. That's what he's trying to normalize. It's extremely concerning. He's blundering into potential catastrophes, both on the Venezuelan side and also on the Colombian side, because one of the boats he hit belonged to the ELN guerrillas in Colombia. Now, the ELN guerrillas have been fighting the Colombian government since 1964. This has been going on for more than 60 years, and they've not been able to resolve the civil war. And now we're in a shooting war, apparently, with the ELN. He has not thought this through. And similarly in Venezuela, I think the objective ultimately is regime change there, but it's far more complicated and it's a potential quagmire in the making. They're not terrorist organizations. It's true that some drug traffickers, exercise extreme violence, but they're using the term narco-terrorism, which doesn't explain the phenomenon and doesn't help us solve the problem. Terrorists are motivated by anger, resentment, grievance, and ideology. Drug traffickers are only motivated by profits. They don't care about your ideology. And so what they're trying to do is fuse a one-size-fits-all solution, a kinetic, macho military solution to blow them all up, as though that will somehow solve the problem. But in fact, what you do when you hit terrorists, you often have civilian casualties. Increases resentment and sometimes sympathy for these people. If you blow up a drug trafficker, it's very bad if you're the one who's blown up. But on the other hand, if you're in the organization, you get to move up a notch. You get a promotion, in other words. Or a rival cartel can now take over your trafficking route because it's now available. So that's the problem with using these simplistic solutions. You never want to amplify the motivational feedback loop of the adversaries you're trying to stop. Drugs come into this country from all different directions and methods: tunnels, ultralights, drones, trucks, boats, submarines, semi-submersibles, you name it. But they're only going at these little boats. It's performative, and what Trump is trying to do is normalize his illegal power to simply murder without repercussions. I think the international community has to stand up and stop these policies and oppose them forcefully, because if he's able to normalize this, he will be very difficult to stop in a few months or a year from now. He's already doing it on a daily basis, and this is clearly illegal. There is no basis in law for this, either United States or international law.